Good. So last time, we provided an entry to if this mga transaction arises. So we identify the effects it um, effects it produces, or the effects it depending on the transaction. So where did we end last time? Where to now? Okay. So we ended sa anong number yata? I think it's number 7, or August 7 transaction, tama? Kindly check your notes. So on the column, first column, yung leftmost column will be the date. The date comprises of the year, the month, and the day. So let's assume since walang year nakalagay, it's 2021. And then August. Then I think ended sa August 6. So let's answer again number 6 transaction. So on the middle, on the particulars column, the accounting titles are located or placed. And then the F here stands for folio, which means these are the codings from the general journal, or the sorting ng official receipts, the bills, the vouchers, and so on. The debit column contains the amounts on the debit side, and the credit column here contains the amounts on the credit side. So we'll continue. August 6, the owner H. Palacios pays 2,500 accounts payable of the business from his personal funds. So for number 6 transaction, the owner wants to lessen the obligation or the payable amount to other parties from his personal funds. Again, find keywords that will help you identify accounting titles or the accounts. So on transaction 6, dated August 6, the owner H. Palacios pays 2,500 pesos accounts payable of the business from his personal fund. Therefore, the capital of the owner H. Palacios will be used to lessen the obligation to other parties. Okay? So what are the keywords to be used? What are the accounting titles rather to be used? These are accounts payable and the owner's money, which is capital. So for this entry, we have debit, accounts payable, the amount of 2,500. So yung red column here, beside the debit amount will be the centavos. It can be, if there's no centavo provided or given on the transaction, you can write 2 zeros or a dash. Or a zero, isa lang siya to indicate na wala pong centavo. Dalawang zeros yan. Pero ayaw niya kasi ng dalawa. Ayun. Nagiging isa lang siya. Okay. Let's have the credit title naman. Okay. So what's the credit title? For this one, we have H. Palacios. Capital. Amounting to 2,000. ₱500. And then explanation, every after entries, we have to record the payment of the owner using his personal fund on account. Send na natin. Send, wala pa tayo sa... Okay. Next. On transaction. May question ba sa transaction 6? August 6? The owner. Okay, sige. Let's move to... so only Kevin and Nino present today. The rest are absent. August 7, the owner, H. Palacios, buys his family's lot by paying 10,000 cash of the business. So let's find keywords so we know what accounting title to be used. So owner, else, lot, 10,000 cash. These are the keywords to be used. Okay. August 7. So let's analyze the August 7 transaction. So the owner daw, H. Palacios, wants to buy family's lot by paying 10,000 cash of the business. The owner wants to buy a lot Okay. Out of the business money. Naintindihan yung August 7, the owner wants to buy a lot for his family, but he wants to use the money he invested in the business. Therefore, there is a withdrawal happening here. Okay, so H, Palacios, withdrawal, or drawing, you can write that, withdrawal. Sige, skip na lang the drawing. Credit, how much is the withdrawal ng owner? It's 10,000 pesos. Let's not align both titles kasi those are two different accounts. So kailangan on your credit entries, it should be indented. Hindi po naka-align doon sa debit entries. Okay. Cash 10,000 pesos. And then explanation to record the lot bought for the owner's family using cash in the business. There. So originally, the owner's capital, this one, owner's equity account, normal balance is on the credit side, right? Please refer to the equation I provided nung last time. Okay, yung normal balance ng owner's equity account is on the credit side. This transaction number 7 ay merong withdrawal ng money. Therefore, instead of writing owner's equity on the credit side, it should be placed on the debit side kasi merong withdrawal or drawings. Okay, owner's equity account ang drawings. And then yung cash din, this is an asset account. Since merong payment or outflow ng money in the business, the cash should be placed on the credit side. Yan. Erase ko lang kasi hindi, ang title should not include, dito na lang ako maglalagay. Owner's equity and then asset. Bianca absent. Vance, how are you? Okay ka na? Christian. Angelica. Jamie, not here. Okay. Sorry. Michelle. Next, let's move to transaction number 8. So tables bought for 1,508 cash rather are returned because they are defective. The business received 1,500 refund. Okay, let's analyze transaction number 8. Tables bought, diba, noong August 2, the business buys table for 3,000 cash. On August 8, they found out that the table was defective. They found out that the table are defective. Now, this table bought 1,500 cash. Keyword po, may cash. Since cash is mentioned, therefore there should be cash. Title, are returned because they are defective. Binalik sa pinagbilihan. Okay, di ba? Noong August 2, again, the business bought tables. Noong August 8, the tables are returned due to damage or defective tables. So the business receives the 1,500 refund. So if we are to analyze the transaction, the business receives 1,500 pesos. The business receives an amount, therefore it increases cash. First entry, debit cash, 1,500. Now, what's the credit title then? What's the credit title? Next. So the credit title is the title from the transaction table. Therefore, table is referred to as furniture, is under the title furniture and fixtures. And fixtures, the same amount, 1,500 pesos. 0. So cash is an asset account, and then furniture and fixtures is also an asset account. the normal balance of an asset, if it is placed on the debit side, it increases its value. It increases the account asset. On the other hand, if a certain asset account is placed on the credit side, kapag nilagay sa credit side ng isang asset title, just like this one, furniture and fixtures, pag nasa credit siya, it decreases. Okay? To record the defective table and receive the amount. Next, for number 9. Can you kindly read the August 9 transaction, please? Number 9. Ito, this one. Mr. De Jos, kindly read the transaction.
Shares bought on account for 2,000 pesos are returned for being defective. Accordingly, the suppliers reduces the obligations of the business by the same amount.
Okay. So let's analyze August 9 transaction. On August 9, the shares bought on account, this one. Ito po yun. The shares bought on account. Okay, the shares bought on account for 2,000 pesos are returned for being defective. So yung table, defective, yung share din on August 9 ay defective. Okay, accordingly, the suppliers reduces the obligation of the business by the same amount. On August 3, meron pang obligation yung business to the supplier. Okay? Yung pinagbilihan nila ng chairs. Okay? This 5,500 on account. Okay? Again, when you say on account, these are the amount payable in the future or in some other time. Okay? Hindi pa siya fully paid. Hindi siya bayad. Hindi pa siya bayad. Once deducted, doon lang siya nagiging paid. Okay? Since pag mayroon kayo nakikitang term na on account, it is not yet paid. Okay? Now, ng August 9, shares bought on account ay binalik, okay, ng 2,000 pesos for being defective. Sinaoli ng business, then yung share na binili, okay, and then naka-receive yung business ng same amount. Okay? Naka-receive yung business ng same amount. Therefore, it lessens its accounts payable. Nabawasan na po accounts payable. Payable the amount of, oops, 2,000 pesos. Debit. And then, furniture and fixtures. The same amount, 2,000 pesos. So, accounts payable is a liability. Account. And furniture and fixture is an asset account. When you place liability on the debit side, it decreases its value. It decreases the amount in the liability. Okay, and so with this one, yung furniture and fixtures. Furniture and fixture is an asset account. If it is placed doon sa side na hindi niya normal balance, it decreases its account. Diba? Please refer on the equation I provided you last time na ang liabilities side or normal balance ay nasa credit. So, kung ang liabilities, yeah, accounts payable dito on transaction number 9, if it is placed on the debit side, therefore it decreases its value. Lumiit po yung value ng liabilities amount. So, to record to record the defective chairs, bought on account and receive the basically the explanation every after entries are based on the transaction itself. So yung mga explanation dito ay nanggaling lang din sa mga transactions. And then last, on August 10, move lang natin. There. Christian, kindly read August 10 transaction. Christian, we cannot hear you.
Sure, ayan na po.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, rinig na, clear na. Sige, go.
The owner, H. Palacios, makes additional investment in the business in the form of air conditioning units for his barber shop. The fair value of these units at the time they are transferred to the business is 20,000 pesos.
Okay. So, if we are to analyze the transaction, so the owner daw makes additional investment. Noong August 1, meron ng investment ang owner amounting to 30,000 pesos. Tama? On August 10, merong additional investment ang owner sa business in the form of air conditioning units. Okay? Instead of investing in cash, this time, the owner invested an asset, which is ito yung air conditioning units instead of cash. And then the fair value of these units of the time they are transmitted sa business, it's 20,000 pesos. Okay? Sabihin ng fair value, ano siya, market value at that time. Ito yung selling price ng air conditioning at that time, 20,000 pesos. Okay, pag sinabing fair value or market value, that is the amount to be sold in the marketplace. Okay, na agree yung seller and buyer sa amount na yan. Yan yung tinatawag na fair value. Now, what's the entry? What are the entries? So, kapag merong investment on, same with the event happen on August 1, merong cash investment. Okay. Yes, Mr. Carl, you have a question before I continue? Please raise it para ma-clarify ka. Sige. Ha?
Ano po number?
Do you have question? May question ka? Okay.
Wala po.
Okay. So, clear ba sa'yo yung lesson kung paano inaalam or anong mga titles or accounts ang ginagamit? Is it clear to you?
Sure, yes.
So, to the others na medyo mahirap pa siya, it's okay. You'll get to use, you'll get used to it. Yung parang way for you to identify lang the titles or the accounts to be used is to identify or get the keywords stated or mentioned on the transaction. So, katulad nito for number 10. Merong additional investment yung owner in the business, but not cash, in the form of air conditioning. So yung amount ng air condition at that time, at that moment, ay 20,000 pesos. Ang air conditioning units are furniture and fixtures title. So let's write or encode yung furniture and fixtures as the additional investment ng owner sa business amounting to 20,000 pesos. And then the credit ay, of course, pag merong investment ang owner sa business, these are capital investment. So H, Palacios, capital. The same amount, 20,000 pesos. So, ang investment ng owner ay hindi lang cash. Ang investment ng owner, it can be vehicle, it can be yan, aircon, air conditioning, it can be building or any assets. So, furniture and fixture is an asset account. It increases if it is invested. It increases if it is placed on the debit side. And once the owner invested an additional or an initial investment in the business, it is placed on the credit side. The capital is placed on the credit side. Yun yung normal balance ng owner's equity. Naka-place sila on the credit side. So to record the additional investment in the form of air conditioning units in the business. Again, to record the additional investment of the owner, of the owner in the form of air conditioning units in the business there. So let me show you there. There. Meron bang question? Accounts payable here is a liability. Liability account. And then each Palacios is an owner's equity account. Now, after gathering information, after gathering the transactions, the events happen on the accounting period. So on this transaction, we have a 10-day transaction sa isang month, which is August. Yung next step is providing the general ledger. The next accounting step is to provide the general ledger account. General ledger step. Let's sort each. I have here transaction now. Let me erase this. So, lagay din natin asset This one is an owner's equity account. Furniture is an asset. Cash, asset account. Furniture and fixture, asset account. Accounts payable, liability. Land is an asset account. Cash, asset. Notes payable, liability account. Owner's equity and asset. Yeah. There, you can have a screenshot ng summary ng lahat ng entries or the journal entries for this business, barbershop. Now, let's have the general ledger though. So the general ledger is the summary of lahat ng mga accounts. So ito lahat yon gagawa natin ng summary. So again, this step we provided, we call this one general journal. So this general journal comprises of the different entries. Lahat yan. Except this one, yung nasa side na to. These are the general journal entries. The next step is to have yung general ledger. The next thing you need to do is to sort yung lahat ng entries na to. Paano yung pag-sort? Get all the cash accounts. This one. Cash. Ito, cash. Next, cash. Lahat po ng merong cash ay kukuhanin. The general ledger. Under the title cash. Okay, lagyan din natin ng date. August. Ang date. Dito tayo maglalagay. Check the date. August 1. So what's this one? Investment. Initial investment. Yung unang cash natin. Debit. Magkano po? Ito yun ha. Please refer to this entry. Ito yan. And then we have here debit. And then credit. The amount of 30,000 pesos. And then we have the third column, balance. ₱30,000 pesos. Next. This one. Cash natin. These are purchased. Purchase. Furniture. Purchase furniture. So, naka-place ang cash natin on the credit side, 3,000 pesos. So, yung balance na natin is a deduction 30,000. It now becomes 27,000 pesos. Sundan? Again. Initial investment, merong debit 30,000 pesos. Merong purchase ng furniture. It is placed on the credit side 3,000 pesos. Therefore, meron na lang tayong balance na 27,000 pesos. August 2. Next. Kita pa ba siya? August. Next, August 3, walang cash entry. Okay. The 30,000 pesos balance ay beginning entry ng cash title. Again, the 30,000 pesos here ay beginning entry or beginning amount ng cash account. Ito po yun. Kinapi lang. So, 30,000 pesos, ito yun. Yan ka mag-start. Yung 30,000 pesos initial investment, and then a running balance tayo, meaning the balance is moving. It can decrease or decrease. Okay, next. Ano pa yung next cash entry natin? August 4, tama? August 4. August 4. What happened on August 4? To record the lot bought on cash and on notes. Okay. Purchased PPE. Property, plant, and equipment. Okay, nag-purchase siya, therefore ang cash ay nasa credit side. Ito po yun. Please refer on the entries. How much? 20,000 pesos. Credit. 20000. How much na lang? Nabawasan ulit ng 20,000 pesos. We now have 7,000 pesos. Okay, again, pag credit side ang asset, it decreases the amount, value, or the amount or the value. And if the amount is on the debit side, addition siya. Okay. Next. Dito na tayo, 5. On August 5, meron din cash. Okay. August 5, meron din cash. So, August 5, So to record the owner's withdrawal of cash in the business. So 7,000 na lang yung cash ng owner in the business and then meron pa siyang withdrawal. Owner's withdrawal or drawings, pwede din. Ganyan na lang. Drawing. Amount of 6,000 pesos. Ayan, magne-negative yung ating balance later. Okay, 1,000 na lang ang amount ng cash. Now, let's move to 6. Walang 6, cash. 7 na tayo. 7. 7, 8. So, August 7, meron tayong cash, right? Nasa credit ang ating cash, 10,000 pesos. So, for number 7, August 7, rather, we have the entry about for using cash. Purchase din tayo. Purchase PPE. Property, plant, and equipment. PPE stands for property, plant, and equipment. For August 7, we have 10,000 pesos cash. Then, 1,000 pesos cash. And now, we have a negative parenthesis tayo, 9,000 pesos. Negative 9,000 pesos. And then, meron pa, yeah, 8, last. 8, August 8, we have cash na 15, is it 15,000 now? No, 1,500. Refund. Furniture. Refund furniture. So, debit natin ilalagay. 1,500. So, 1,500. So, mag-less tayo. 9,000. Negative 9,000. Meron tayong addition na 1,500. It's now negative 7,500. Tama? So, for this one, meron tayong balance na negative 7,500 as our cash. Equals wala na natin. Equals sum. Oh. So, yan na po. So, we'll continue this one tomorrow. Please save or please keep your notes. Then we'll continue this one tomorrow. Okay, bye.